Hello and welcome to Lesson 8 for Trig for right angled triangles. We're going to have a quick reminder of the cosine and tan ratio today, and then we're going to look at how to calculate the size of an angle using the cosine and the tan ratio. You'll know you've been successful if you can correctly calculate the missing angle in the triangle using either the cosine and the tan ratio. Remembering our three ratios, we have our sine, cosine and tangent. We looked at the sine ratio in lesson 7. The cosine is, remember, is our adjacent and our hypotenuse. And the tangent is the only ratio that doesn't use the hypotenuse. It's got the opposite and the adjacent. So as in lesson 7, we're going to use our SOHCAHTOA. We're going to work out which ratio to use, and then we're going to use our inverse to actually calculate the angle. So if we look at this example here, there's my right angle triangle. I've got my hypotenuse, that's my opposite, and that's my adjacent. Okay, I've got my angle there, alpha, I don't know what it is. So using my SOHCAHTOA, I can tick off all the sides. So I've got my hypotenuse, 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 and adjacent, adjacent, adjacent. And since K has got the two ticks, I'm using my cosine ratio. So cos of alpha is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Putting in everything that we've got, cos of alpha, because we don't know the angle, is equal to 13, the adjacent over the hypotenuse, which is 22. Now with the sine ratio, remember we did our second function or shift sine, exactly the same for cosine. To get alpha on its own, alpha is equal to the cos inverse of 13 over 22. So in your calculator, you've got your shift cos fraction 13 over 22 is equal to, and that's 53.8 degrees. So exactly the same as we did for the sine ratio. Once we got to the part we had cos of alpha and we had our fraction, we then did our shift cos before we put in our fraction, and that gave us our inverse, turning the fraction back into an angle. Let's look at this other example here. So my right angle triangle. I don't know my angle, put in all my sides, hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. Use my SOHCAHTOA. And we're looking at the opposite. So opposite, and the adjacent, adjacent and adjacent. So TOA has got the two ticks, so it's the tan ratio. So tan of alpha is equal to opposite over adjacent. Substitute everything in. So tan of alpha, which we don't have, is equal to opposite, which is 19, and adjacent, which is 28. And as with the sine and the cosine, to get alpha on its own, we have to do our inverse. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of 19 over 28. So remember, to get your inverse, you use the shift button on your calculator, or it could say second function. So mine is shift tan, put my fraction up, 19 over 28 is equal to 34.2 degrees. So exactly the same as we did for sine and cosine. Once we get down to the point that we have tan of alpha is equal to our fraction, to get alpha on its own, it's our tan inverse. Okay, our second function, or a shift, and then our tan button changes the fraction back into an angle. Okay, let's look at this one here. So right angle triangle, label all our sides, hypotenuse across from the right angle, opposite across from the angle, and adjacent, the one that's left beside the angle. So use your SOHCAHTOA. Let's tick everything we've got. So we are using the hypotenuse, 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 and the adjacent, adjacent, adjacent. K has got the two ticks, so it's the cosine ratio. Cos of alpha is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos of alpha, the adjacent is 41. The hypotenuse is 55. And as before, to get alpha on its own, we have to do the inverse. Alpha is equal to cos inverse of 41 over 55. So second function, or shift cos, my bracket button, 41 over 55 is equal to 41.8 degrees. Always remember at this point, when you've got alpha equals your fraction and you want alpha on its own, whichever ratio you're using, it's the inverse, the shift, which will turn your fraction back into your angle. Now the way we've been doing it there, we've been doing it as a fraction, so I actually put into my calculator, I put in the cos inverse and then the actual fraction, say 15 over 21. You can, if you wanted to, this is just more accurate, you can do 15 divided by 21 and get your answer, and then do your cos inverse of your answer. The only reason I keep it like that is because you'll get an exact, accurate answer. Okay? There are some questions for you to try. Now these are a mixture of sine, cosine and tangent. So as it says here, you'll have to choose which ratio to use. So remember your SOHCAHTOA. Do your SOHCAHTOA every single time, guys. Okay? The one of the two ticks is the ratio that you use. And then it's your cos inverse because it's the angle you're looking for. So a good selection of questions there, and you can check your answers as you go along.